What's up, Hell for Thought family? It's Little Joe, aka Bobby. I wanted to just kind of sit down and chat about depression and suicide, even though that's really, really negative. But there is an all time growth and high for depression right now in 2026, and it makes sense. There's wars, there's mental health stuff going on, there's AI tricking people's minds, and there's a lot of influence out there, there's a lot of peer pressure out there, there's a lot of exposure out there. So it's like, how do we handle this? How do we go through being exposed to everything yet feeling nothing? Well, you guys might not like my answer, but I know it's the only answer, and that is to give your life to Jesus. And I didn't start talking to God or going to church till, I've gone to church my whole life, but I didn't start really believing it until probably 2017, 2018. I was hospitalized for my anorexia in 2017. Started reading my Bible, started praying more. I was at a point where I was super depressed, super anxious all the time, and just feeling hopeless. And being in treatment and kind of submitting myself to either recover or die, I had to weigh out, like, what am I here for? And I think a lot of us are asking ourselves that question today in 2026. Like, why are we here? We don't have money, yet everything is going up. We don't have happiness, even though the world perceives we do. So how do we fight through this emotional roller coaster when we just can't? So what's the best way? Is to opt out. That's not the best way. The best way is to give your life to Christ, and He will give you understanding beyond what the world can give. I'm 24, going on 25 this month. I just moved out into my own, I'm renting a room for my buddy. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be in the position I am in, but it took hard work to get there. And it says in the Bible that perseverance creates hope. There's a fight that we have to do. We have to have strength, not with physical strength or maybe emotional strength. We have to have strength in understanding that Jesus is in control of everything. And understanding that when we don't have anything in this world, we have everything with God if we choose to follow His will. Well, a couple years ago, I was in $40,000 of debt. I had most of that in a car, and then I worked hard, paid off all my debt, paid off bills I had to pay, got good work, and kind of found my meaning and purpose by going to school and doing this job. But that didn't come with me like being stationary and me saying, you know what, I'm opting out, I quit. You can't quit. Sorry, I burped. I just ate too. You can't quit, especially now. This is a test. Right now is a test for you. We can't quit. Not now when it's at its worst. If we can make it through now, we can make it through anything, as long as we have Jesus at the center of it. And that's why I wanted to start up this channel again with my brother, because he's feeling at a point in life where he feels hopeless because of his surroundings and what the world is saying. But I see it from a different lens now because I have Jesus in my life. And no, I didn't just start following Jesus last week. I've been following Jesus for a while. And it took patience and perseverance to get to where I'm at now. But it says in the Bible, run the race and you will win the prize. We all have to run that race each and every day. Now, I'm not trying to give a speech. I'm just trying to tell you, whoever's watching this, that there is hope. There's meaning and purpose in your life. But the root of that, which grows, the foundation is from Jesus Christ. And I'm not saying that everything's going to get better when you find and follow Jesus. What I'm trying to say is that you start to have peace beyond a worldly understanding. You start to see things for what they are. Your mind becomes open to understanding, restoration, and helping others more than yourself. You see, God didn't come to the earth to be worshipped. He came to the earth to serve. And the least we can do is serve him back. And by doing so, it's helping other people, even when we need to be helped. I don't mean for this to be a long video, but I just want to say thank you for those who have stayed on this channel. But we have to understand that a lot of us are going through some things, and Jesus Christ is the only answer right now. Because we live in a world that says yes to everything, every perspective, every truth. But Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And he says, the truth is him. So if Jesus is the truth and the life, we must follow. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great week. Catch you in the next one.